Welcome back to another episode of Boomer Bust, a podcast for the NFL Draft. I'm your host, Terry, and today doing a 2019 rookie report, sneak peek look. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but just looking at some of the rookies from this year around the midway point and kind of see some of the big names and go to the film and see how they actually doing. So not a lot to say about this with Terry McLaurin. At Ohio State, not somebody that was really big on my radar. If you have followed me, this past draft season wasn't one that I had a lot of time to get to like usual, but I wouldn't say it was any on anybody's top radar for receivers, especially with Ohio State. It's kind of hard to evaluate. They don't run a lot of routes, and I've had my bubble burst a few times with Ohio State receivers, so I don't tend to doubt them, but McLaurin's not somebody that I got a chance to watch. So, but he's doing big things in the NFL, so I'm excited to look at some of the tape. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. We got 5 touchdowns of his. We're going to be looking at the coach's film from all 22. And I know he's got some other big plays and whatnot, but, that's a lot of plays to go through. So we're going to look at the touchdowns just for right now. So he's at the bottom of the screen and gets the touchdown there. So we'll see. He runs a little post flag. A skinny post flag to be exact. And we'll slow it down. And one thing that we already knew about him, he has great speed. And we've seen a lot of receivers with great speed. It doesn't always translate into, working out on the field, not just being fast, but being able to run routes and catch. So here we works the skinny post, and really that's open too. But he attacks the inside right away, gets the corner to flip his hips, and then, of course, his speed and agility is able to make that quick transition from the skinny post into the flag route. So now attacking, the safety doesn't see him, but really that is to attack the safety, get him leaning, and then get the vacated space. And quarterback does a nice job putting the ball on him. And that's all open. I mean, it's a one-on-one matchup against somebody that's really fast. But really fast doesn't always, again, mean anything if you don't have the route running ability. So whether I always get mixed up on that word, whether it's him, I didn't see a whole lot of Ohio State, or if it's the coaching, he's taking it well and he's using that knowledge because he got the defender leaning one way and set him up for that route. So I believe he's at the bottom of the screen again, or not the very bottom, but right here. It's hard to see the numbers, but I think that's 17. So effectively in a slot position. And goes on a straight vert. I mean, don't get much more simple than that. So you got one safety back. And now they want to jam him and delay it a little bit. But you see that corner, he's not fast enough to wait. And so that corner is really trying to watch that flat route. And that's really just a distraction. And they're trying to take that shot because, you got that one safety there. So you want to see what you can get. And he's not carrying him vertical. So this corner needs to get more depth. And he doesn't. And, once he's even, he's leaving. And again, that's just the pure speed that he has. But, it's tough because you see guys like John Ross. You've seen guys like Tavon Austin. A lot of speed guys, like I said, that we've seen them before and they don't always translate. And, that could be the quarterback, but, Terry has Casey Keenum. He's not exactly a gem. I mean, he's doing some nice things, but I wouldn't exactly say, it's just the quarterback in all the cases. So it's interesting to see that he continues to be impactful. Now, this is a tough grab. This is against my Chicago Bears. This is the athleticism. This is the ball skills right here. not only able to see it, but then to go up and get it. Now, again, one thing I like, it's not super subtle, but I like that he's setting people up for these routes. Again, whether that's the way they coach him, I'm not sure, but he's setting people up for routes already at an early age. So he wants to come inside. So what he's going to do is lean to the inside and really push the defender off, but make him think he's going inside and then nod outside at the last second. So even though the corner is in good position, what happens is the safety doesn't see it to the last second. So the safety doesn't even see him. He doesn't feel that presence because he's leaning inside. Now, if he would have just off the line ran straight here, the safety's going to see that. And so again, that's a good move by him, really leaning hard, getting out of the safety's vision, and then turning it out last second. But then he had to go up and make that play on the ball with tight coverage. So there's some route running, and then there's also the ball skills as well. So again, you got to track that ball, then you got to go up and attack it. So that's 3. So we should have 2 more left. Let's see. It's against the Dallas Cowboys at the top of the screen. And look, the small guys in the end zone aren't always easy targets. I mean, it's not a lot of space down here. So to win a one-on-one matchup is no small feat. So just really makes the defender hesitate. And really, as you can see where he's running, that was supposed to be a fade. And he even adjusts to the ball. So, I mean, that's typically what you have. You had like that 3-way go where you could go slant, you could go whip or out, and you could go fade. And so you want to shake him up, good stutter at the line to hold the defender. And at the last second, now you see he's going fade, but the ball's thrown behind him, so he just adjusts to the ball, makes a good play. And that's against Byron Jones, who a lot of people consider all-pro corner. So that's not any small task, again, especially for a rookie. I just think now with his speed, yes, you're worried about it, but in the end zone, I would play a little more power and, press against him. That's just me. But you can see, again, freezing the defender. And it's too quick. With the quarterbacks on time with it, it's just too quick for you to hesitate. So I really like his suddenness. And you got receivers that are sudden and fast, and they just, try to go 100 miles per hour. But I think he really understands how to slow it down, lull the defender to sleep, and then be sudden at the last second. So at the top of the screen, play action, one-on-one coverage again. And he's just a burner at that point. At that point, he's just a burner. I mean, incredible speed. So let's see. Again, it was a play action. And so you got no safety deep. You got zero deep help. But the corner's playing it like he has some inside help. But the thing is, they have a blitz, so that might be man coverage, and that guy just can't handle him man to man. And that's just a burner. Good night. So that's it for Terry McLaurin as far as the touchdowns. But I got to watch him up close, not up close and personal, but I got to watch him against my Chicago Bears in the Monday night game. And, I mean, he's a heck of a receiver, and it was very impressive. I mentioned a number of names of the speed receivers that just haven't put it together. And it's not like, no offense to the guy over in Kansas City, I forgot how to pronounce his name. He's also number 17, but it's not like they're using it like that, where he's more of a gimmick player and, getting the gimmick stuff. He's lining up on the island one-on-one. He's running routes. He's beating, good defenders. He's making catches in traffic. He's showing to be a complete receiver. And that's, again, as I mentioned, the hard thing with Ohio State is just, sometimes, not even Ohio State, in college in general, with these spread offenses, you don't really see what a quarterback can do because they're not pushed to develop, and you don't really see what receivers can do because they're not asked to run real routes. And so for some people, it's like, yo, I had this talent in me this whole time that you could have used. And for some people, it's like, well, I never understood how to play football, so it's going to take time for me to develop. And he's a rare case where he's had this talent and he has this understanding. So a really good receiver, seems very polished. So looking forward to, seeing him play some more. So anyway, go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe. And thank you for listening.